Hi, this may be thorn information to you, especially by the title, as you look at it. But don't get mad at me. It's the reality deck of cards. So this title is to trim and, you know, trim on this breeding, making babies. We need not be making more babies when we don't have sufficient child care. We have the largest amount of Akeeline males, recent and descendant. Don't just we're not gonna put this just on the motherland. It's included here too. The percentage. Don't tell me everybody you know that take care of their children, because there's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting to know everybody. Of black Akeeline, recent and descendant, that are not independently or sufficiently, let's say, proficiently. Because there's some of them, they may do the basic, or they only do what the beige man order them to do. The same way that woman has to get there while she's pregnant, many lose their job. It doesn't matter what the law is. Many women end up and they have handicapped children due to stressing because you were lack of supportive, along with financial. You need money regardless, okay? Before you even, it makes babies. It can cause insurance problems. Yeah, you can pay for it. We can't even take care of our elderly. Do check out the video about crazy petitions. And another reason that supports why we need to take a break from having children. Get there and take that time and read a goddamn book and come with an applicable solution so that we can independently have a community and keep our lane. This is not cool and collective. A bad aqua habit that is going on, and just not aqua, it's dusty. It's polluted air. And it's just a lazy smog of continual and complacent poverty. You don't own nothing. You got to send your children to their school. You got to have your babies in their hospital. You got to get medicated by them. And, we have one other thing about the squirrel topic. So one of the cast members of Growing Up Hip Hop, they wasn't a prime cast member, but I really did, like them on the show so far. I'm like, okay, she got her a nice Jamaican or motherland dude that's real smart. This is all what I'm thinking, okay? They had the hairstyles and stuff like that. Then I don't feel like, I'm just aware after the fact. I'm not nagging after the fact. It is a deck of cards with. Matter of fact, a Capricorn helped prepare me for the information several years ago before I started seeing a trend. So this person, their father is a popular R&B. No diggity. You gotta bag it up. No, get back. No diggity. Then some other, we have one of the tennis player sisters. I don't remember their name exactly, but she Swirl. Most of the YouTuber channels that are very successful, at least you know what I'm saying? Like they're very like wholesome and presentable and settled. Like that's their swirl. And it's like the only like black couples that you have that were that are really up there. That's really like you have the day-to-day Davison, the Davis. You have the Daily Davisons. Then you have this other popular musical family getting married. Now one of them, they all husband. They got like four degrees and something in conflict resolution. So I like, oh, I may need to, you know what I'm saying? Net on out that way, okay? And I mean net like network. I don't mean net like, lay, okay? I don't mean that. Still gotta be cordial. I ain't about to get that and let myself be too deep in no poverty. Trying to be all, I still care for the black community, but for what I've seen, and definitely, like I said, several years ago, a Capricorn helped prepare me for this reality. And I'm like, these are black celebrities. They were able to travel. And it's like, dang, you got a whole wider range of access to black people than what I did, being from the bayou, and a little bit I was able to go, and, what I'm saying? Oh, the good I try, what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of facts. But you all has that whole wide world. Like, dang, y'all, what I'm saying? You should have got access to more old-fashioned, or did the black people change because y'all were celebrities and start showing their true colors when you try to trust them? Like, I'm just coming at this here, like, balancing the balls. I can't be mad about it. It don't pay to be mad about it. All right. It's just an observance and the view that I have. And, like I said, one of the things, like I said, is a long discussion how the Capricorn prepared me for, but, just statements that were said. And it's like this here. This channel been up for several years, and it's increasing steadily. And then, even one of the YouTubers I talk about in the previous video talk about, how they want their nice, handsome, did they use the word European or something? Prince Harry, whatever. Something like that. Beige. They didn't use those words. They did say Prince Harry for one of them. But several of them and several, people that have been talking, whether it's been talking to me or been on the YouTube, like I said, just a whole bunch of stuff that just come up to, like, wow. And the matter is, if you're not getting the sufficient support that you need, you can't be patient and wait on childcare. When it's time, the child needs to be fed, the child needs to be fed. We don't own no land to grow no garden out there. You still got to be able to get the seeds. You still got to have the energy because that baby wants to be fed. That baby wants to be tended to right then and there. They ain't letting you go out too long up in no garden. Maybe when they sleep, but then you need to sleep when they sleep. When they need pampers, they need pampers. It ain't no pray about it kind of stuff. We need to get out of that. And that's what, they was like, dang, well, like I said, a Capricorn prepared me and was like, look, your videos are just a reality, and there are going to be people that are like, well, god dang, she going through all that. And, of course, folks are curious, like, dang, is that from the beige, or is that from the blood, keeping line blood, is that from the bloodline, whether it's recent or whatever it is? And then you still got to go into the who. You still got to get the child support from who, and you still got to get to what to feed the child, and you still got to get the diapers bought by who got to supply the WIC for the baby, who got to still send them to school, who got to still do the transportation, and you definitely need to hook up in that. So before you, who's helping with the grocery baskets? Don't you know what I'm saying? You can't be pregnant / got a baby and carrying no baskets on no laundry on no bus. You need to have taxi fare. Somebody may drop you off and gonna come back and get you when they feel like it. And every time don't have sufficient tax services. Believe me, I don't care what year it is, 2000, 1997, 1987, it just don't matter. Everyone don't have sufficient tax services. You may have one taxi cab that serve a whole region, and it's very expensive. You're gonna pay $20 to go maybe around the street or to the next neighborhood. So I'm really encouraging that and I'm not saying if you found out if you're pregnant to go have no whatchamacallit. That's a done in such situation. But if you're an adolescent, a teenager, and your womb is clear, you need to go don't have that, like I said, that stuff with the smog, polluted air kind of thing, dusty. Just sour, just spoiled dust, sour dust, polluted water. Don't be that. Don't be intentionally making mistakes like that. Another thing, and I hope a lot of adolescents, 16, 21, 22-year-old are definitely listening. I understand that there are situations that when you make 17, 18 years old, and they're trying to have something I saw in Congress where they're trying to cut the tax deduction off at 16, and maybe I shouldn't be saying that because you're getting kicked out the house. You have to become a grown person and fend for yourself. That's just the reality of life for some people. Then with the teen shelters, like I said, they could be crummy. They can, they may not offer the best, or they just can't serve everybody. You have to be resourceful. You have to read. Go back to my Cardi B video. Let me tell you another thing about an issue I had this year with at least one party, but it could have been many more, and I just don't remember. Talking about you're going to get on low-income housing, it's going to end you up in a project neighborhood. They're not letting you live there without no damn GED. So if you think you're going to go there, have you a nice place, come talk to the case manager once every 3 months. Those mugs get there even if you ain't getting no welfare, and send you a piece of paper. Come talk to them, sit up in the office for 6 hours and stuff like that. You need to listen and share this here with your children. Don't raise your children if you're not here. People will get there and be one way, and this is what I even tell my own. People will get there and be one way with you, or to a certain degree while I'm here. But see, when it's no longer me, they gonna show their true colors. They'll fool around there and be cashing, or have you sign your name and you be pushing a cart, or they be having you living up in the cubby living. They're not gonna do the best for you to advance, the best to be independent, the best to be entrepreneurs or contractors or freelancers. The best to be doing co-op and employative work. They're not going to do that. Now, some people, they need to be in an employee environment because they're just that basic. But if you know that's not for your child, you know what I'm saying? And I did a video, go back to Strong Mommy Christy video on this channel here. She, I really salute to all that she did because, she got there, even with her having 8 children or something like that, being pregnant, working extra for this holiday season, she still bought a gift for another child outside her children. She get her children very nice gifts. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to go back to what I've said previously. You still, you have to accept that fact that if something happened to you, and she does real good at how she takes care of them. Real good. She do real good. And to say that she only have her mom and her husband, just those two with 9 children. If some of us with one or two, you know what I'm saying? Like, she does real good. She has a nice place, nice clean place for them to stay. She be getting some nice places. How she do it? I need her to do a video, and she be coming across some nice deals. She got nice gifts for her children. But don't you see that as a model as, oh, I could be that, I could live that. See the model as, I can have those traits that she have with still being independent and still living my life to, more organizedly have children, to delay children till at least, I'm going to say 25, because if you're going to get a college degree, they're not playing with child care. They're not playing with, like I said, with low income. There are those that they don't want to get a GED, they don't want to read, and they just want to get their hair and nails done. Boom. That's a reality. I can't hide that. And it's something I had to deal with this year and accept myself. Even though I had dreams, and I'm like, no, I'm going to be positive. That's what I was being. And I had to face that reality head on, and it hurt me this year. You don't need to have no children. Don't bring children here if you're not at a standard where you can read the work for them. You know what I'm saying? They're even telling, you know what I'm saying? I've even been informed and even reading articles where people are being told they can't get their Medicaid if they don't take shots. You don't take shots. That could make your child really extraterrestrial. You don't do nothing like that. You don't take shots while you're pregnant. Only thing, if something happens, then you may have to seek an intervention. They're supposed to try, attempt to use the mildest form. That is when something happened. But preventatively, you need to be really drinking. I was like drinking a lot of good filtered water. A lot of good filtered water, a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables that are non-GMO. Having ginger cookies, lemon cookies, oatmeal cookies, like organic. Using, like, they got coconut flour. You could use cassava a little bit. And they have like a amaranth, if you know how to make that. And yeah, that stuff, you gotta stay in the right neighborhood, because I know when I was pregnant, ain't none of those stores around me was having it, and ain't nobody was going over to the area where they was. And second of all, even though it is said, written up, the reality is that store does not accept food stamps in the Bayou area. Even though the people have called and said what they said on the phone, but the reality is this and that. Don't set your life up for that. If you are a person, if you can't be taken care of, don't bring no baby in a situation as an adolescent or a teenager. Your focus needs to be is, I want to work. And I understand when you stay with people, they will get there. And if you have to get there and say, well, hey, look, you're taking most of my money, but you may just have to one day just skip out. And, people have all kinds of stuff where people take their cards and then they get there and manipulate you, where you step in my house and you got to let me take you can't get there and I take whatever I want out the house because you'll not have a place to stay and stuff like that. It does happen to people, and people get there and leave you with only $20, but you fool around and then work. What I would recommend you to do is take one paycheck. You're gonna have to find a lunch break, or even just get back to resorting your stuff back to check. You know what I'm saying? You just may have to get there and just take the money out before, like I said, skip work one day and get there some kind of way. You're gonna have to work it out. You may even have to have a scene where you even have to have, something to put that fire onto them. Now, don't get no scene where you're getting arrested charges. Don't do that. Leave. You're at that 17, 19 point to where somebody's intention trying to set you up for, they take all your money, to where you don't have nothing but $20 or $1, and you don't have nothing, where they're getting there, you're having to pay most of the bills, and you just don't have that freedom to move along yourself and stuff like that. You're just going to get there one day, and you're going to have to get you you gonna have to get away to, but you gonna do something. You may not have no choice but to have, get a good decent. You gotta be careful because, like I said, people sociopath. But you may just have to get a relationship or someone mild in the town, pay them, and you may have to just, treat it like slavery and call, what I'm saying, forgive yourself. Now, the way they're also making stuff these days, they don't want to accept roommates as references for you to get your first place. And I really feel sorry. And of course, if I come across, I do have the interest of advocacy for for you that go through that situation. I very much understand. It's getting very much darker, so you won't be able to see much. Let me see if I get the light on. It's like this is a very long video. Hold you gotta listen to it. It's gonna get very dark here. No. But don't go get no baby, and then you gotta have these same people watch your child. If they can't offer you the best, don't think they're gonna offer your child the best. And if they do it, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be some. You have to be smart. Come on, stop. You have to be smart. You have to be for yourself, and you're gonna have people with the thou shall obey and have it as though you owe them something because they got there and they provide you a warm roof and provide you clean food, and they'll tell you every evil thing they could have did to you and stuff like that. Don't put yourself at risk of getting arrested, but definitely don't be like some people 5-10 years later, and they ain't no further than where they was when they was adolescent. Don't be that person where they don't go nowhere. Like all they know is their street, their hometown, and if something happened to them, whoever these parties that had them in that situation, they won't be able to survive. So, until we get that cleared in our community, child care, taking care of your elders, where they're not in the homes by themselves, in broken down homes that are just getting torn apart. And that's one of the bullets that they have for gentrification. Like, the homes, they're all dilapidated, and they want to stay there, but then when they get sick, they're making the hospital calls go up and stuff like that. And then if they get there and they help repair the home, they want to do a reverse loan on the house and want a title to the house, or they have a lien against the house if you get Medicaid and all that kind of stuff like that. Oh gosh, it's just sickening and ridiculous. It really is. You don't have room to be poor, and definitely take care of yourself before you bring another child here. And make sure anybody that you get in a relationship with, if they cannot respect the deck of cards of what you come from, and they have this superficial direction that they're trying to take you, don't be stuck with no 10-5 children and then talking about how your life you wasn't attended to, and how this and that. And it's like, well, god dang, it couldn't have been that bad. You kept bringing children to the situation. You still had the situation where they was taking care of your child, and then some people get there and they leave the children behind and suffer with that, and then the children, then they go off and live their life free. And it's like, well, dang, you should have did that before you were making the babies. And it's just a lot to explain, okay? And that you need money to live. Dismiss that dismiss that out of your life. You don't need money. You need money to survive, because you whatever is coming out of somebody's blessings, their money or whatever like that. So you need money to survive. You cannot survive without money. You're gonna either deal with the food stamp office or whatever like that. You ain't got time for that. You cannot be burdening your children, your schedule on everybody else. I myself, I only need 1 or 2 days. Man, one of the things, I would help people find child care programs, and there was a real good black school there in the area where they was giving it was a good private black school that was giving that it was real good, really good. And this was, oh gosh, now the person that went, one of the people that went to that school, they're grown now. They got like over $50,000 worth of scholarships and stuff like that. A godchild of mine from Mississippi. So that what else I want to talk about besides that? I'm talking about so much stuff that it all connects some kind of way to each other. But basically, don't be having no children if you don't have a perfect mate and their family to help you out, especially if you know that your family is not available. And you need to get there and have it understood that this is the reality. You have to get there and be prepared to attend to children, and which I would really encourage you all to wait after 21. I definitely would. You all have to be definitely prepared to understand, okay, if this here happened, this is what we're going to do. That is where the conversation needs to start off in any dating situation. No sense, oh, we're going to have fun and it just happened. No, we have to stop that because that's not benefiting our community, because that's just how gentrification is happening to us. That's just how every other communistic bullet point that happens to us happens. We need to take a time out for that. We don't need to be bringing no babies here. And we have all these high risk parties. And then you have to use their equipment. We can't afford nothing. We don't own nothing. The GoFundMe that was up, I didn't get $1 from you know what I'm saying. It didn't gain $1, but definitely support hashtag Puzzle Rise Book. Where I'm a contributor and supporter of it, and somebody is getting trying to get a little extra route. No cut up. So, encouraging you all, don't be getting loose like a goose with these children. Make sure that you have something to offer to them as you're gonna expect them to offer to you. TTYL.